What is up, all you sneakerheads? Eating your bowl of cereal, your morning bowl of cereal, watching this, or maybe it's your lunch break. Maybe you're sitting on the toilet, listening to me talk and open boxes of shoes. Whoever you are, wherever you are, thank you for watching. I appreciate you. We got some high heat in today. It's not every unboxing. It's not every day that I get high heat in or that I'm lucky enough to get high heat. I'm just like you guys and girls out there. I take a lot of L's. I don't get everything. I don't get seated anything. I'm not an influencer. So when I get a W on some high heat, I want you to feel like it's you getting a little bit of that W. Live vicariously through me. I'll live vicariously through your wins. Let me know in the comments what your latest high heat W is. And yeah, so today we have, you already know what it is from the thumbnail and the title, why you clicked on this. Apologies, a little edit point right there. I have long wet hair right now and it touched the stop button. So I had to rebox this once I figured out my camera wasn't rolling. So rebox this and I'm going to pull them out again. So here's the grand unveiling. We got the J Balvin Air Jordan 3s, the Medellin Sunsets. You can see it right there, the Medellin Sunset. I think they're dubbing these the Sunsets, the J Balvin Air Jordan 3 Sunsets, but kind of being the name being tossed around are the Medellins, and that is where J Balvin was born. That's where he's from, Medellin, Colombia. And here's the official tag right here: Air Jordan 3 Retro SP for special projects in multicolor / multicolor multi. Size 11.5. That's my size usually. For most of the retro Jordans, I go true to size. That is my size. So generally speaking, you can probably go half size up or half size down. Either one works fine. So that's why I go right in the middle. It's just right. Yes. So sweet packaging, as you can see here. These cost a pretty penny retail. Just real steep. So we'll evaluate what we're getting for our $250 plus tax, plus shipping, since I didn't hit off these on sneakers. So I didn't get free shipping. I hit on social status. Shouts to them. So I paid like $289, $290 total, all in. $289. That is some expensive shoes. We'll talk more about the retail prices in a bit. I'm going to try these on. So before, once I unveil them, please stick around. Lots more to talk about. And if you're watching right now, I appreciate you watching. I know you got a ton of different choices when you're watching. These shoes have been out for a minute, highly anticipated, highly talked about on everywhere. So if you're watching this, I really appreciate you watching. Please plug for the channel. Please give a subscribe. That I would appreciate it. It's free. Takes a second. Boom, you did it. All right. Let's. So it comes with an outer, little sunset. There's the cityscape of, I assume, of Medellin, and that's cool. Really cool. Little sheath enclosure. And then here on the inside, you got his logo, the lightning bolt smiley face, and a sunset always reminds me a new day full of opportunity is coming. J Balvin. That's a great little mantra. Jordan 3 box, a sweet sunset there. We're also going to talk about the design of these, maybe how I like to style them, and style shoes like these in Jordan 3s. So yeah, lots and lots to talk about once you see them. So please don't click away. All right, let's check them out. You've been patient. Nothing on the inside of the box. A little special paper with that same quote from J Balvin. If I'm pronouncing his name wrong, it's Balvin. I don't want to butcher that either, so I'm just going to skip it for now. I don't listen to a ton of his music, so I'm not going to be a poser, but I will say, in all his interviews that I've seen, it seems like a really chill dude, really nice guy. So I support him. It's cool that Jordan Brand's partnering with, I think he's the only non-athlete Latin American or Latino artists that under the Jordan brand. So it might not be completely altruistic. They would just want everyone's money, and Central, South America, Mexico, they have money to spend. So not completely altruistic signing, but we still like a little bit of diversity in our spokespeople and collaborators. So here we go. Ooh. Now these were good in pictures, but these are very good in hand. Like the moment I saw these, I was like, damn, I needed to have them. His Jordan 1s, I thought they were cool. My title, is Fancy Pants. So of course I like the 1s. The 2s were a little over the top, but I would have rocked them. They were a little pricey too, so I didn't even really try for them. But if I would have been given them for, or I was rich, I totally would have bought them and rocked them. So, but these for sure, the 3s, I think it's unanimous. Everyone likes these the most. And these are absolutely fire. A little protective cardboard here between the heel flap, the rubberized heel flap, plastic heel flap, and the ankle Achilles collar right there. The Achilles support. But man, let's drink these in for a second. It's really nice thick leather. It's kind of like the similar leather that they use in most collabs. That's part of why you're paying the price premium. Just the name, the collaboration alone is going to bump up the price, but then you add in the packaging. Usually they bump up the materials. There's a little bit more that goes into the construction and detail. Maybe they manufacture these slightly different than they do other, models in this silhouette. So there's just more that goes into it. More that they have to pay for. They market these a little bit more that goes into the distribution and marketing of it. So that's part of the price tag. Plus, just as you know, I don't got to tell you if you guys are sneakerheads, just retail prices on everything across the board has gone up with inflation and shipping and materials going up. So even 3 years ago, these would have been probably over 200, but $250 price tag was steep. But for example, kind of similar leather to these, the Union Jordan 1s, the Beffy's Beauty Supply Union Jordan 1s, the footscape joints, very similar leather look. It's even got the yellow colored inside of the leather, inner part of the leather. I don't think it's the exact same. This is a little bit softer. Doesn't mean this is worse leather per se. Just this feels a little bit more pliable. These, check out my unboxing on these. Underrated shoe. Really like these. A lot of people have been talking about this. Maybe sneaker of the year. These, no one is talking about sneaker of the year. I wouldn't put it like sneaker of the year, but for me, personal top 10 for sure. Maybe even top 5. I really like these. I think these are criminally underrated. And I've been seeing a lot of people wearing them and enjoying them. I'm wearing them and enjoying them. Everyone I talk to, I know they're a little funky, but check out my unboxing on those. Anyways, back to these. Let's pull out the other shoe. So do these not come with extra laces? That's a little bit of a bummer. $250 pair of shoe and no extra laces. Kind of bummed about that. These would be really fire with some extra laces, I think. But kind of who else didn't have extra laces on a couple pairs? I think the Amamani Airs. Maybe not the 3s, but some of their other, I think the 4s, they didn't come with an extra pair of laces. I unboxed those, and those didn't come with an extra pair of laces. So, who said it? I think it was Action Bronson said it. With his shoes, he only wanted one pair of laces to come with it because that was the design and that's the way he wanted them. So I can appreciate that, but I don't know if J Balvin's that way. I just think, they're already spending enough on these and they're like, you know what? We're not putting in an extra pair of laces. This would have been they're super clean like this, and you kind of have the gradient, and it kind of continues from the upper into the sunset. So if you put a huge bright colored laces here, kind of maybe ruins the motif of the gradient going from the cream off-white to the sunset colors. But if you pop in this colored lace right here, the yellow or an orange or that purplish, dark purplish color, I think that, I don't know. I would have liked that. I think a lot of people would agree with me. But let's point out, let's go through a couple of the details here. You got the J Balvin logo hang tag right there. Anyone actually rock their shoes with these? I know it's kind of corny, but you know, you do you. If you rock your shoes with that hang tag on, I mean, I still rock the zip tie on the off-whites because that, you know, that was Virgil's intention. So I still do that, even if people think it's corny. I do that, but I do typically take these off. Okay, so you got the hang tag. We already talked a little bit about the leather. It's a little stiffer, but it is pretty thick. Looks pretty premium. You got the classic Jordan 3 mud guard, heel guard. What is it? Oh my God, you guys are going to crucify me. Cement print? Elephant print? As a sneakerhead, I should know this, but I always get the two confused. Anyways, correct me in the comments. I know you're gonna like torch me for it, but it's really subdued here, which I like. I like the subdued colors with just the gray kind of fading into this this creamy earth color, and then you got the like an off-white cream midsole and the translucent outsole. Look at that, super fire. Are these glow in the dark? Usually I do more research than this. Is this outsole glow in the dark? Damn, I should have checked on that first. But super icy outsoles, really cool. Really cool. And then you got your leather tongue, upper Jumpman logo there on the tongue, plush, soft inside of the tongue. Let's check the insole here. Ooh, the insole kind of slid out there. That's weird. Nothing special on the insole. Here's for legit checkers. That's what the insides look like. There's the stitching, not different color stitching on the insole. Size 11.5. You can see you got the air in kind of the with the eye swapped out for the J Balvin Lightning logo. Let's push these back in here. This seems like it kind of came like this, so weird. This one quality control wasn't put in properly. I'm not going to fix that right now. But yeah, there you go. There's the insole. And then of course, the like most prominent feature of the Jordan 3, of this particular Jordan 3, is that sunset gradient right here on the heel and on the heel tab with the J Balvin logo, smiley face logo. Super fire. Now I will comment, if you follow the sneaker customizer Lorenz on Instagram, lorenz.og, he kind of like was the king and originator of the dip dyeing gradients, very well known for doing that, and his popularity of his customs kind of permeated to other customizers and made the whole dip dyeing thing even more popular. And definitely some brands, notably Nike, took note of this popularity, and other influencers, Joe LaPuma buying and co-signing his work, AJIII, etc. And they wholeheartedly like took that trend that he started and ran with it in a couple instances. And so he posted on Instagram, on his Instagram stories, that you know, I'd been hearing that this was Sneaker of the Year contender, and he showed AJIII holding a pair like, you know, 2.5 years ago that were very similar with this heel, a pair of Jordan 3s or Jordan 4s that had this color combo. He's big into the sunset colors and sky colors for his gradients. Check out his work. Really good sneaker customers. I'm not really into custom sneakers, but his work is great. And now he's worked with some brands, Solomon, etc. So he's definitely big. Virgil, Virgil talked to him when he was alive and stuff. Did a couple special pairs for Virgil. Anyway, so he kind of called out Nike on this. That being said, in Nike's defense, I will not defend Nike on a couple other pairs. Like the Skyline pair, at least they kind of put the story. Hey, this is like very similar to that, you know, that photo shoot we did with Jordan, which ironically then New Balance just and Joe Fresh Goods did that other pair. That's a whole nother side story. But like there's been pairs that Nike has clearly, their designers and stuff have clearly followed the Lorenz trend. This, I will say in Nike's defense and Jordan Brand's defense, this is definitely much more we took inspiration from. This isn't a hard, we're doing the whole upper in a gradient, a skyline, a sunset gradient, which is a lot of Lorenz's stuff. They much more like, hey, that's cool. Let's apply it to a part of these shoes. So I prefer, what do they say? Imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. This, if there was a proper way to do it would be hire the dude or give him credit or, work with him on a collab. But if you're not going to do that, at least it's like a portion of the shoe and not the whole thing. So I don't know. That's my 2 minutes on that. Anyways, moving on. It is dope. It is a, sunset gradients, people have a thing for them, myself included. And it's just, copying nature is a beautiful thing, and putting it on a beautiful shoe is, really can't go wrong unless you're blatantly ripping someone off. So, and I think this is just like inspired by. This is how you do an inspired by version. So their other stuff though, yeah, totally like not cool. Some of the other shoes, I'm struggling with some of the other examples Nike has done in the recent years. I think there was a pair of more air up tempos. Yeah, there's a pair of more air up tempos that were definitely like basically a Lorenz custom. The Skyline Jordan 1s, etc. So anyways, what else about these? So that being said, using just a hint of this is perfect for me. To me, Jordan 3s are not my favorite, but they're a super clean shoe. I've come around on them over the years as my tastes matured. Like, I've never been down on them, but just like in general, it's just it's a leather upper, high top, 80s model of basketball shoe. There's no Nike swoosh. There's not a ton of branding on it. The old school ones had the Nike Air on the back, but just has not been one of my favorites. But this is like perfect. You can, it's a little bit of flair here. Jordan 3s are what I wear when I wear a graphic tee. As I get older, graphic tees on me kind of, you want to dress a little bit more maturely. So how I balance it is I wear a more subdued or subtle shoe if I'm wearing a flashy top or flashy pants or flashy jacket. Sometimes, flashy with flashy works. It depends on the scenario. But that's when I like a Jordan 3, in my opinion, is a good go-to. Or if you're going to dinner and you want to wear a classier shoe or a dressier shoe, I think a Jordan 3 is what people go to. Or if people have a little bit more subtle style tastes, Jordan 3 is always safe. But for me, they've always just been a little bit, it's just an all leather upper high top for the most part. That's why these are so fire. I have some OG retros, the Reimagines that came out this year. Great shoe. I like it. I have the Fire Red 3s, and then I have the Ama Maniere Jordan 3s, which is also a very wearable dress. You can dress that shoe up or down. But that's why I think these specifically, these Medellin J Balvins, are the perfect 3 to me. Again, I might not be a huge J Balvin artist, but I'm a fan of himself, his energy. Seems like a really good dude as far as celebrities go, and musicians go. And these, again, you get all the benefits of a subtle leather upper and high top that you can kind of dress up, or so it's a little bit classier, but you get the literal fire on the back and the heel. I love it. To me, this is I don't know. I personally, again, because the 3 is not my favorite shoe, I do not know of a better. I'm trying to think of a Jordan 3 that I like better than this. I can't think of one, and that's including the retros. The Reimagined and the Fire Red. I'm not a huge fan of the black cement 3s. I know that's a lot of people's favorite shoe. They unequivocally think they're the best, not just Jordan 3, but shoe. To me, this is too much of an all black upper. I have my feelings against those. Check out my Coldwell Air Max Plus unboxing video. Yeah. Or my Supreme Air Force One videos. Just all leather, black uppers, just don't do it for me. So it's just not my thing. This is my thing. Now, fit on these, like I said, I just put these on. They look fire. They fit great. They feel real comfy, actually. Like, I don't know about standing on them. Jordan 4s, uncomfortable with me to stand on. Jordan 3s, I don't have a ton of wear or steps in, so I don't know. But as far as like how my foot feels inside of it, really comfy. This is like super cushy. I like that. Yeah, it's a nice soft hug. Not too tight, not too loose. This is plush leather. My foot feels good inside here. Now, if you're looking to cop these, or if you have them and you're sitting on them, so these were $289 for me. Right now on StockX, I could buy them or sell them for like $405. So after fees and everything, like I would make $50. So if you're considering selling and they're in the 400s, you're going to make $50. Like if you need the money, sure. But I suggest holding on to these. I think these are going to creep up over time, potentially, maybe not, but I don't know. I just don't think it's, you see the $400 price tag on these, $450. I just don't think the retail is so high on these. I just don't think it's worth enough to sell. Real quick note on how I got these. I got these off Social Status, and Social Status uses the EQL system. So does Ama Manier, their sister store. And so that's the first EQL raffle I've hit on. I've entered a bunch, never hit. Since they started doing them, those EQL raffles, I've only entered high heat that I really, really wanted, because I had faith in the system, because it's like as each L you take over time, it accrues and keeps track of, and your odds of getting a W go up with each EQL entry. So I had faith in the system that it would work to start, so I only entered high heat raffles that I liked, anticipating that at some point I would get a W. And I wouldn't want to waste a W on a medium to low heat shoe, or one that I was just like meh on. So I wanted my W to be on something I really wanted. So I've only entered into high heat raffles that I've liked if it uses the EQL system. And it took a while. I've entered many, a high heat Travis Scott raffle, Jordan raffle, etc., and have taken L's. But finally, the system does work. If you've only taken L's on the EQL system, you will get a W eventually. So make sure you're only trying for shoes that you want. That's good, just general in life advice for sneaker collecting. Only go for pairs that you truly want. But like, especially with that EQL system, I can vouch it did give me a W. Took a long time, but so happy with that. I was fine signing up with that system for these, and I really wanted them, and I got them off Social Status, so I'm super happy. I'm sure now I'll be set back in the system. I'll probably take L's for, a minute, for a while, maybe a year or so, and then hopefully, a year or so down the road, I'll get another W on some high heat. So far the system, I mean, it's not handing out W's, but yeah, I approve. So for the styling with these, obviously matching these colors, this will go with everything right now. Shorts, I don't know about black socks, but that's kind of the standard, my litmus test for a lot of things. Right now I'm just wearing underwear. Oh, what? You think that's just a joke? You think I'm kidding? Check that out. Some boxer shorts. You didn't think you'd be seeing that on this video, did you? I called you out. I called your bluff. This is a not for kids video. You didn't think you'd get some knee and thigh action plus underwear in this video? Man, you owe me. Owe me a like, owe me a subscribe, a comment, all that good stuff. Some more high heat coming up. I hit another big W today. So please subscribe. Please subscribe. More high heat actually coming up. Got another big dub on an online drop today. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment what you think about these. And yeah, appreciate you watching this whole time if you have been.